Today's Monday, and I have a lot to do. I have a lot of good meetings coming up. I'm meeting with Stacy in a little while to go over Agency University live Q&A this week. I'm meeting with a really great agency, a new client, and then I'm also doing a blueprint session for a possible client to help them out. You know, I started thinking about what really makes a difference between the successful agencies, owners, and the people that are struggling. And at the end of the day, it really comes down to focus. Focus is everything. And I started watching something last night and it really kind of hit me. And you know, I always talk about focus, finish one commitment until success. And I started watching an interview with Jony Ive, who is obviously head of design for Apple and worked with Steve Jobs on developing the iPhone and iPad and Apple Watch and all those cool things. And someone asked him, what did you learn from Steve Jobs? And he said, focus. And so he goes, let me explain a little bit. He would always go up to Jony and go, what did you say no to today? And Jony would always kind of tell him a couple different things, but Steve always knew that he was saying no to the things that he didn't want to do. And he said, Steve had the ability to kind of tune everything out and focus on that one thing and say no to everything else. And focus is really where you want to do something, but you know that you need to focus on this one other area that has a bigger impact and do that first. Like for example, agency owners struggle with picking a niche and they want to focus on a big market rather than a little market. And some of my best client successes are when they got laser focused and they said no to marketing to all the other niches out there and they just got laser focused. Then a lot of times when people ask me, well, how did you grow this business so fast? It literally was focus. I just said no to a lot of stuff. Look, every day I can be pulled in 1,000 different directions. But when I know I have to do something, like when I had my mind set on doing the Agency University, like I shut everything else out, did that, and I just got everything done.
Well, yeah, I mean...
All right, so let's talk about Agency University and the live Q&As. So the first one, he wants to give ownership to one of his people, okay? And we're going to encourage him not to, that's right. So this is a case where they're charging for the discovery, but they're doing too much. They're over servicing. And so I'll just have him kind of walk us through his process, and then we could kind of help him along in order to figure out a better process. Yeah, when I see like a 4-hour session at 500, yeah, that's that's not much. Well, the cool thing is that's kind of where I was going with kind of your clients, right? Of who you actually want to get. The cool thing is everybody wants to know what the big guys are doing because they want to be the big guys, right? Especially the medium-sized companies that already have that foundation, right? And they just want to scale up their social and they want to scale up their marketing. They want to know what the big guys are doing. You've already worked with the biggest companies. And what's the quickest way to get there? Is usually work with a guide, which you guys are, an advisor, in order to get you there quicker, get them there quicker. And I like the criteria that you were going through, right? Like no startups, right? So when we're positioning you and writing the copy and doing the website, we can get really specific at that. Saying, look, we are not for the startups. We are for you if you already have an established marketing structure in place, a marketing team. But you really want to kind of scale up and really understand your customers a little better and how to increase the engagement. No. 32% is the industry average for service-based companies. And that's after you get paid for a salary, not before distributions or before taxes or anything like that. It's all about knowing where we are now. And the good thing is you're profitable. Now we just need to improve it. What does success look like for your business in the next year, both in revenue as well as kind of personally? And do you feel that you have a good plan in order to attain your goal for next year? So Great Monday had a lot of productive meetings. You saw some of them. Some of them actually got caught off quick. You know, I'm getting used to this vlogging thing, and I didn't know you're supposed to charge the camera every day. And so literally I was on a call and I just started seeing this blinking go away. But I think really the theme of today is really around focus. You know, I had a blueprint session with a prospect, and it was all about making sure that they find their focus. Because if you have a wide focus, there's more to distract you on. But if you have a very narrow focus, then you know exactly, without a doubt, in order to what you need to strategically go into and really to accomplish. So make sure you focus.